It's good to be back. It's been a while, actually, since I spoke with you, and much has happened since that time. You might remember in the last segment, I spoke of both of my parents and that I would be happy to join them on the other side when I leave this place because I love them so much and I miss them. I say them because I lost my dad December 20th. And those of you who've been on this journey with me and my dad know how much I loved him. He was my rock. So I'm going to live the rest of my life in a way that honors that he was here. And with that in mind, I'm launching a new series this year, and it's really a topic of ethics. Many of us grapple with ethical decision making, right and wrong, what's worthy, what's not worthy. I'm going to have 3 speakers who are phenomenal women to address that topic through a new series called Values for Breakfast and Values for Lunch. The speakers include Faith Cole, Astrid Kirsten, and Glenna Crooks. And I know you're going to enjoy each of them. And we will enjoy hearing your viewpoints on this topic of ethics. As we know, as all of us know, these are some very challenging times in which we live, times where the health crises, the pandemic is causing many of us to feel trapped in our homes, trapped in other people as we feel making decisions for us. And all of these traps as we see them border on how we see our world and how we see the infringement perhaps on our world with respect to other people. This is all under the framework of ethics. Ethics helps us to decide what is right, wrong, worthy of our consideration. Ethics frames our values, our beliefs, our morals about how we feel about different people, different situations. And we live in a world of so many differences that when we are in conflict with our ethics, it really impedes on how we feel about people, how we feel people are treating us, how we feel about whether we want to have those kinds of people in our lives, those kinds of people living near us, and the list goes on and on. In terms of ethics, some would argue there is no right or wrong reason to have a particular viewpoint because we are raised in cultures, if you will, that very often influence our viewpoints. But then we find when we leave those cultures, such as I did when I left Richmond in my 20s and moved to Washington, D.C., and when I left Washington and moved to Pittsburgh, and when I left Pittsburgh and went back to the Washington metro area, and then when I left there and came here. All of those leavings actually helped me to see a world that I had never thought I would live in, to meet people that I had never thought when I was younger I would ever meet. And then there was the international work I did. All of that made me a person that I would call a global thinker. And in being a global thinker, I am open to all viewpoints, which means I don't let my ethics stand in the way of finding common ground. So I look forward to having you be a part of our dialogue that will start in early March. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line and let me know how you feel you can contribute to the dialogue and what you would want the dialogue to include for your own learning and growth. Thank you so much, and I'm glad to be back.